The PlayStation Plus games, while they were leaked last week, they have been officially revealed by Sony's PlayStation Twitter account, so we'll go over that once again, and I do want to hear your guys' input and thoughts overall on the month. Also, Bethesda Softworks will not host Digital Showcase in June. A lot of things are going on, so we are going to highlight that, and Nioh 2 has just gotten a significant update. More on that at the end of this video. But first up, PlayStation on Twitter noted Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Dirt Rally 2.0 are your free PlayStation Plus games for the month of April. So this is going to be very, very controversial, I think, to some people, just given the fact that Uncharted 4 is a game that a lot of you guys already own. That seemed to be the sentiment in the comment section, and Dirt Rally was a game that I don't think a lot of people were super excited by, even though Dirt Rally 2.0 is a pretty good game. All things considered, if you don't have Uncharted 4, given the fact that they did give us Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection, I think it makes sense giving the entire Uncharted catalog out to PlayStation Plus subscribers outside of Golden Abyss, of course, because that's still only on the Vita. Maybe we'll see a port of that someday. But nonetheless, if you've never played Uncharted 4, it's a terrific game. It's my favorite PlayStation 4 exclusive, or at least at the top 2 to 3 alongside like the God of Wars of the world. And I thought the game was fantastic. It had a very, very great campaign, very well paced, great story, a lot of great gameplay, and of course a pretty solid multiplayer mode to round things out, even though that's not really a talking point when you're going over Uncharted 4's quality level. You don't really talk about the great multiplayer, but it does have really good multiplayer. Dirt Rally 2.0, on the other hand, if you want a great off-road racer, that's absolutely going to offer you that. That game was received pretty well, and it still does go for a relatively premium price point, so the fact that it is a freebie on PlayStation Plus, I think that should be valued and weighed rather heavily, but nonetheless, I'll leave you guys to decide on that. I do personally think that given Sony themselves are throttling connection speeds right now, I do think PlayStation Plus subscription fees should be suspended for a little while. Sony has the money to do whatever they want. Do they need the PS Plus revenue for a couple of months? I don't really think so. Whatever the case may be, I just think it would be a good gesture to gamers all around the world right now with everything going on in the world. But nonetheless, that's just my opinion, and I actually saw a lot of you guys share that sentiment in the comment section of the videos where I do talk about the connection interruption, because it is a premium service at the end of the day. But Uncharted 4 and Thief's End and Dirt Rally 2.0 are your Plus freebies for the month of April. Alright, moving on from that, obviously, as I mentioned, a lot of stuff going on. Bethesda Softworks will not host Digital Showcase in June. Bethesda will not host a Digital Showcase in June, an expected replacement for missing out on its usual E3 2020 press conference due to the ongoing pandemic. Bethesda Softworks Senior President of Global Marketing Pete Hines announced, quote, "Given the many challenges we're facing due to the pandemic, we will not host a Digital Showcase in June," Hines said in a tweet, continuing by noting, "We have lots of exciting things to share about our games and look forward to telling you more in the coming months." So Bethesda is always one of the mainstays of E3, at least for the last few years. We've seen some great announcements, and I remember E3 of 2015, Fallout 4 got announced, and I thought that was one of the best reveals of a game this generation, given the fact that they announced the game, everybody knew it was in development, but then they turned around and released the game very quickly. I would really like to see more and more games implement that style of, you know, not announcing a game too many years in advance and then keeping the gamer waiting, hitting us with a bunch of delays. How about you announce the game when it's ready to be announced? And I thought Bethesda has always done a pretty good job with that. And then they announced Elder Scrolls 6, well, a few years ago, and obviously that game's not going to be coming for a very, very long time. I would have imagined that this E3 would have been the year that we saw gameplay of Starfield, because I imagine Starfield is going to be a relatively early PlayStation 5 and next Xbox title. Unfortunately, that isn't going to be coming to fruition, and they have a lot of other games in the pipeline as well, whatever Arcane Studios is working on, and all of those studios, Tango Gameworks is doing a new horror game, so they have a lot of things in the pipeline and things to show off. Unfortunately, they will not be having a Digital Showcase in June. Hopefully sooner rather than later, when things calm down, we do get an event regarding all of that content. Lastly, I do want to note that Nioh 2 version 1.07 update is now available. Publisher Tecmo Koei and developer Team Ninja have released the version 1.07 update for Nioh 2, which includes a variety of different adjustments and bug fixes. The patch notes are as the following: adjusted the mission difficulty of the submissions, a favor for the blacksmith, the greedy hunter, the Tsunomata yokai hunt, the viper and the butterfly, the brothers blades, the burning sky, scattered fragments, calling on the fire guard, the dream's end, and also weakened the attacks of some non-boss enemies. Previously, though the player could be above the recommended level, some enemies would kill the player in one hit, weaken some attacks of the Shibata Katsui that are especially difficult to dodge, buff the drop rate of a smithing text and the art of combat, added difficulty to the search section of random encounters, added accessories tab to the tempering, added a feature to initialize settings in the HDR settings, and then there were also a plethora of bug fixes. I'll just go over a few of them. Fix an issue where the level of the shifting skill Devour Yokai Realm would reset when performing a reset on another skill tree. The level of Devour Yokai Realm and overuse skill points will be fixed in this update. Fixed an issue where custom active skills would remain set to an active skill slot even when a reset of the samurai skill tree was performed. Fixed an issue in the dojo where an acquired tea utensil would disappear when completing the mission. Fixed an issue in the dojo where the player could obtain duplicates of a smithing text if the player had not already turned in the text question of the blacksmith, and a lot of other fixes and adjustments were implemented with this update. Nioh 2 is a fantastic game, although this is a brutally challenging game. However, it's that good challenge. You know what you're getting into when you play Nioh 2. It's gonna be a challenging game, however, it's gonna be incredibly rewarding at the same time. It's gonna be an incredibly satisfying experience, and the gameplay is going to be awesome, and it is awesome. And if you enjoyed the first Nioh, this is an evolution of the gameplay of that, although not a far off departure, and that's exactly what you want out of a sequel and a follow-up. You want a game that's an evolution, but at the same time, it's not departing from all of the successes of the first game, and I thought Nioh 2 did that rather well. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, PlayStation Plus freebies for the month of April are officially revealed, that being Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Dirt Rally 2.0, so you guys can check those games out in the month of April. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I imagine some disappointment, but nonetheless, you guys can sound off in the comments. Bethesda Softworks will not be hosting a digital showcase in June, so while that's a little bit of a bummer, it's understandable given the world circumstances right now. Remember, they've got a lot of games in the works right now. Not only Elder Scrolls 6, which maybe is what you associate Bethesda with, but Starfield is going to be a very, very major IP by them, and their first open world IP that's being done by them in a very, very long time. A new one. You've got Tango Gameworks' title. You've got Arcane Studios out there. Is Machine Games doing another Wolfenstein game? There's a lot to talk about when it comes to Bethesda. Unfortunately, it won't be happening in the form of a digital showcase in the month of June, and Nioh 2 version 1.07 is out right now. A lot of great updates and fixes as a part of that, so check that out if you're looking to jump back into Nioh 2. At this point, the game's still pretty recent, so a lot of you guys are still probably playing it. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can always leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.